and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
He'll spot Eskridge open left side.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Marquez Callaway deep for New Orleans.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Love now to pass on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
1st down, Love to pass. Open man is Kirk, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Love.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down, going to the air with Love. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they really want touchdown.
Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving into more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Love. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Love's throw taken in by Watkins here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Love. His throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up there for a first down.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. To the air again, Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On 2nd and goal, Love. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
And to this point, no catches.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Penny, a 1st down carry. Able to push his way through. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action now. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Now Wilson on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The partner of this offense, 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night, 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
We'll find Eskridge here complete.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Callaway, the return man.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator.
Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That one to Swain, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that'll set him back 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that's complete to Swain. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Callaway, the return man. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play action this time with Love. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll pick a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On play action, Love to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now Callaway on the return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Darrell Taylor came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sand.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Love from his end zone on 3rd down.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
Well, you just said it, Charles. They had to be very hesitant thinking about throwing the football. That's why, safety.
Foul that one under. Worst fears realized.
This will be fielded at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw now, here's Love. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Love. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Wilson to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Back now here live in New Orleans. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable here for Callaway. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost it forever.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10. Freddie Swain was the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it during that scramble.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson.
Open man is Eskridge. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Play action. It's Wilson. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
He's been the go-to guy that needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Wilson.
Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now it's Wilson. He'll dump this off to Cook. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard.
Here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. To throw again is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his